Did you know that dogs can smell fear and illness? Yes, you heard that right. Our four-legged friends have a superpower of sorts, one that we humans can only dream of. These remarkable creatures have an incredible sense of smell, far superior to ours, that allows them to pick up on the subtlest of scents. They can detect the pheromones we release when we're feeling fearful or stressed, which in turn influences their behavior. It's like they have a sixth sense, a secret channel of communication that transcends our understanding. Isn't it fascinating how they can sense our emotional state just by their keen sense of smell? But it doesn't end there. Research has shown that dogs can even sniff out certain illnesses, alerting us to potential health issues before we even realize something is wrong. So next time you're feeling a bit off and your dog starts acting weird, remember, they are probably picking up on your vibes. But how do dogs manage to do this? What's the science behind their extraordinary sense of smell? Well, let's start with the basics. Dogs' noses function quite differently from ours. While we humans primarily use our noses to breathe, dogs have a special part in their noses that's dedicated solely to smelling. This area, called the olfactory recess, is where the magic happens. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that dogs have up to 300 million olfactory receptors in their noses, compared to about 6 million in humans? That's 50 times more scent receptors. And it's not just about quantity. The part of a dog's brain that is devoted to analyzing smells is proportionally 40 times greater than ours. So if you're trying to imagine it, think of it as a supercomputer for smells. Now, these scent receptors work like a lock and key mechanism, fitting into the unique shape of odor molecules. When the right key finds its lock, it triggers a nerve signal that travels up to the brain, where it's decoded as a specific scent. But here's the real kicker. While we might smell a beef stew and think, that's a delicious beef stew, dogs can dissect the smell into its individual components. They can smell the beef, the potatoes, the carrots, the herbs, and so on. They can even pick up on the emotional state of the person who cooked it. And when it comes to detecting illness, these super sniffers can pick up on the subtle changes in a person's scent caused by disease. For instance, cancer cells emit different metabolic waste products than healthy cells, and dogs can detect these minute differences. So the next time you see your dog sniffing around, remember, they're not just smelling things. They're reading a complex story written in scent molecules. It's not just a better nose, it's an entirely different world of scent. Now, detecting fear and stress is one thing, but did you know dogs can also sniff out illnesses? Truly, these four-legged friends of ours possess an uncanny ability to detect changes in our bodies that often signal the onset of disease. Research has shown that dogs can identify a plethora of conditions, including cancer, diabetes, and even seizures. Yes, you heard it right. Dogs can literally sniff out these illnesses. For instance, one study found that dogs could detect cancer with an astonishing accuracy rate of 97% just by smelling a person's breath. Imagine that! Your dog isn't just your best friend, but also a potential lifesaver. So next time, if your furry friend seems to be acting a bit off around you, don't brush it off as just another quirky dog behavior. They might be trying to tell you something about your health. So if your dog is acting strangely around you, it might be more than just a random behavior. They might be trying to tell you something about your health. The next time your dog seems to be acting strange or overly concerned about you, don't ignore it. You see, our canine companions are not just pets, they are also intuitive caregivers. Their phenomenal sense of smell grants them the ability to perceive changes in our bodies that we may not even be aware of ourselves. When your dog starts acting differently around you, it could be their way of telling you something's amiss. Maybe they've picked up on a subtle change in your scent, a change that might indicate a health concern. It's important to trust these signals and consider them as potential indicators of your health conditions. Always remember, dogs have been known to sniff out diseases like cancer, diabetes, and even seizures with remarkable accuracy. So, the next time your furry friend acts unusually attentive, consider it a sign of their concern for your well-being. Remember, your dog's extraordinary sense of smell might just save your life one day.